Namaskar. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our morning yoga, and also to all of those who are viewing online. Let's begin our practice by closing our eyes and coming into a quiet space inside. Let us take a moment to follow our breath. As we breathe all the way down to the base of the spine. And as we inhale slowly, gently, all the way up from the base of the spine to the top of the crown. In these moments, as we follow our breath, we make connection with our bodies, wrapping each of our cells in a field of love, awareness. And here in this quiet space, we honor all of the masters of yoga, all of the beings that are holding our practice. We bring both palms into our heart, and we ask that our practice be held in the light, and that our bodies be fully nourished. We start with our sacred prayer that says, "May ourselves and our bodies be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we achieve strength together. May our knowledge be illumined. And may we remain united beyond differences." Let's begin. We do this together. I will sing one line and you can repeat. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Bhunaktu. Sahana Bhunaktu. Sahaviryan Karavavahe. Sahaviryan Karavavahe. Tejasvinavaditamastu. Tejasvinavaditamastu. Ma vidvishavahay. Ma vidvishavahay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Allow the mantra to resonate in your body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone, to our morning practice. And we will begin today with loosening up the body. So we will start by rotating our shoulders. Breathing in as we come up and down and out. Let's take our time and do this with total awareness. Paying attention to every movement and just feeling so happy to move the body on this Monday morning. Let's go in the opposite direction, coming up and forward. Staying in the present moment, totally aware of every move that we are making. Let's do 2 more rotations. And relax. Excellent. Let's bring both arms up as we inhale. Staying here for just a moment, engaging our core, biceps as close to the ear as possible. And as we exhale, we drop our right arm down to the mat. Left arm comes over. Left shoulder open towards the ceiling. And here we can either rest on our palm, or if we want a deeper stretch, come down on our forearm. Both hips must stay on the mat. Looking up, breathing deeply. Smile on the face. Nice lateral stretch here. Slowly we come up on an inhale. Both arms up. As we exhale, let's put down our left palm and we stretch in the opposite direction. Knees and hips stay on the mat. We open our right shoulder up towards the ceiling and we look up. Nice stretch for the spine. Breathing deeply. Slowly we come up, both arms up once again, and here we just engage our core. Staying here for a moment, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And slowly we float the arms down. Excellent. Let's place both of our palms on our knees for a moment, sitting up nice and tall. Good. Preparing ourselves to go into our breathing exercises, pranayama. And here, the advantage of doing pranayama is that we are clearing any stale energy out of our lungs and filling ourselves with fresh oxygen, invigorating all of our cells and our entire body. So again, just ensure that your seated posture is nice and stable. We're going to start with our cleansing breath. So we inhale, both arms up. And exhale through the mouth. Pause before we inhale again, both arms up. Continue. Really exhaling all the air out. Inhale. Breathing in. In. Let's do 5 more. Last one, breathing in. Out. And relax where we are. Making our inhales and our exhales long and even. Here we take the chance to connect with our bodies. Feel how the energy becomes peaceful inside. How our cells are beginning to feel nourished. And it's always a good exercise to pay attention to how the body feels near the beginning of the class, and then, of course, seeing how we feel by the end. Today, we're going to do things a little bit differently in the sense that we are going to get into our movement and then continue with our pranayama near the end. And this way, we can pay attention to our own bodies and ask ourselves in our practice whether we feel energized more by doing the pranayama, the breathing exercises in the beginning, or whether we do it in the end. In many different practices, we do pranayama in the beginning and also at the end, but it's a good idea sometimes to get the body moving and then to breathe fully. So we can just experiment and see what feels best in our own practice. So let's begin by extending our legs out. We can place both of our palms behind us. And here we are going to begin with ankle rotations. So again, in everything that we do, we engage our breath. And taking the time to experience what is happening and the body part that is being worked upon. So here we feel a nice stretch in our ankles, in our calves. And let's go in the opposite direction. Really exaggerating the movement. Okay, and relaxing with our heels and our toes upright. Let's fold our toes one by one, really giving a nice squeeze. And release slowly each toe. Squeezing again. Our toes are really a part of the body that we don't pay much attention to throughout our day. But of course, it is such a useful part of the body. It's nice to give it some attention and also some love in our practice. Let's do this one more time, squeezing each of the toes. And release. Excellent. Now we're going to go into a little bit of a dynamic practice here, strengthening the arms, our core, and of course, our legs. So we're going to place both palms behind, fingers pointing behind us. Your feet and your toes can be together. And here we are going to do reverse plank. So we're going to exhale on the mat. And as we inhale, we're going to propel ourselves up, putting the weight in the shoulders, looking back, and slowly coming down. Okay, the palms might be a little bit far away from our buttocks. That's just to put less strain on our wrists. So we exhale on the mat. We inhale, raising our torso, arms extended, looking back. Good, and coming down again. Remembering to breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling a nice stretch in the shoulders, in our core. Breathing in. And out. In. Out. Last one, breathing in, and here we hold. Breathing deeply. Breathing deeply into our core. And slowly release. Excellent. Releasing our palms, and just for a moment, we sit up nice and tall. Feel the heat being generated in the body. Excellent. Let us continue. Here we are going to go into a few exercises with the core. So let's begin by bringing our toes and our heels together, creating a fist with our palms. We're going to inhale as we come up and around, and exhale as we come down. Try to come as low as you can to the back. And of course, enjoy this feeling of moving the body in a dynamic way. The muscles in the entire body is being engaged. continue. Using a nice deep ujjayi breath to take us through all of the movements. And let's go in the opposite direction. It's Monday morning. It's a perfect opportunity to get the body moving. To engage the core powerfully. Let's do this twice more. And relax by slowly sweeping the fingers along the legs. And here we sit up nice and tall. For just a moment, let's close our eyes. And just observe how the body feels. You might feel heat being generated in the body. This is excellent. You might feel a sense of invigoration, awakeness in the body. This is also great. Let's continue. Bringing both of our heels towards our buttocks. Let's begin by placing both of our knees together, wrapping our arms around our knees, and we simply lift our toes off of the mat. You say good morning to your core. It's being engaged. See if you can maintain that upright position with the spine. Excellent. Let's extend our feet a little bit out, not touching the ground. Create a nice fist with both of our hands. And here we're going to engage the core by moving the fists from side to side. Here you can use a bit of a more rapid breath. So you inhale as you come up and you exhale as you go down. Try as best as you can to keep your knees together. Smile on the face. Slowing down. And relax. Let's go back into the nice hold that we have, bringing some relaxation to our core, but still keeping it engaged in these moments. From here, let's go ahead into a downward dog position. So we can simply place both of our legs down, bring both of our legs behind us, and just for a moment, let's come into tabletop position. So both of our palms are below our shoulders and our knees are below our hips. You can spread the fingers nice and wide. The tops of the feet are relaxed behind us. And here, as we exhale, we are going to round the spine with our chin into our chest. And as we inhale, leading from the pelvis, curving our spine, looking up as we inhale, eyes towards the ceiling. Good, and let's continue. Breathing in. Really feeling the muscles in the back being activated. Nice stretch to the spine. Let's do this 3 more times. Slow and steady, consciously moving. Okay, and when we are ready, relaxing in neutral position with our head down. Let's go ahead and move our palms towards the corners of the mat in preparation for downward dog. Our arms are in line with our shoulders and our fingers are spread nice and wide. Here we plant our toes into the mat and we push up into downward dog. Ensure that your feet are no further apart than at hip distance. Crown is down and we're looking towards the back of the room. And try as best as you can to get your heels close to the mat. And here we breathe for 5 deep breaths. Here we use a deep Ujjayi breath. Really feeling the strength in the entire body. Continue to breathe deeply. Feel the strength in the arms. Feel the strength in your legs. Try to keep your knees as straight as possible. Continue to breathe. One more deep breath. And from here, come up onto your toes and roll the spine forward into a plank position. Ensuring that your entire body is in one line. And here we use the same principles. So we feel the strength in our arms, the strength in our legs, and we breathe deeply. Engaging our core. Trying to keep your buttocks in line, not dipping down, not going up too high. Your spine is in one straight line. Slowly drop the knees. Let's come down onto our stomachs. Releasing your feet behind you. So your heels are together, toes out to the side. And here we can place our forehead on both of our palms. This is a good relaxation posture for now. Just allowing the body to come down for just a moment. This is a good opportunity to observe how you are breathing. As you feel your abdomen swell as you inhale, and the abdomen release as you exhale. Let's bring both heels together, toes together, extending both hands in front of us. Forehead is down on the mat. Let's place our chin on the mat and bring both of our palms by our shoulder level or last ribs. Fingers are together. Here we're going to start with baby cobra as we work on releasing the spine a bit more. Let's exhale on the mat. And as we inhale, we lift our palms up, elbows are close together. Breathing deeply. Encouraging all of our muscles in our upper spine. Slowly releasing, coming down, placing our forehead on both of our palms once again. Releasing your legs behind you for just a moment. Let's bring our toes and our heels together. Again, palms ahead of us. Bringing both palms to next to our shoulder level. And here we are going to go into full cobra. So we exhale on the mat. As we inhale, we engage both of our arms. Torso lifted towards the ceiling. Eyes up, looking up. Glutes engaged behind us, and breathe. Feel the openness in the chest. Enjoy this feeling. From here, placing our weight on our palms, let's slowly sit back into child's pose. Head down, just as a counter stretch for our back bends. Relax your shoulders down. Relax your weight into your heels. And just observe this stretch. For a variation, let's extend both of our knees the width of our mat for a deeper stretch into the hips. Your toes are together. And breathing deeply. Slowly lifting our head, let's walk both of our palms back. Sitting in thunderbolt position for just a moment. Placing both of our palms on our thighs. And here we give nourishment to our ankles. There's actually an energy channel that flows in our ankles all the way up to the top of the crown. And in Vajrasana, this posture, we allow this channel to be activated. We allow our ankle muscles to be strengthened. Great. When you are ready, let's release each of our legs and lie down on our mat. Just for a moment, let's bring both knees into our chest. And here we just roll from side to side for just a moment. Feeling a beautiful release in our spine. Again, let's get a nice deep stretch in our hips. We do this by grabbing a hold of our big toes and pulling our heels towards the ceiling. We move from side to side a little bit here in Happy Baby. Slowly bringing our heels together, extending our legs out in front of us. We're going to do our final core exercise for our class this morning, and this is going to be single leg raising. So that means as we inhale on the mat, when we exhale, we bring one leg up as much as you can, preferably to 90 degrees, while the opposite leg stays straight and strong on the mat. We do this in a sequence. Let's begin together. Toes together, heels together. We can place both of our palms underneath our buttocks for additional support. If you find that there is a gap in your torso or spine, laying flat on the mat. We do this to protect our spine. Let's begin. Shoulders in the mat comfortably. Let's start by exhaling in the mat. And let's begin alternating legs. great core engagement happening. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Release both palms. Let's bring both knees into our chest for just a moment. Placing both palms on the top of our knees, and let's make rotations. Allowing our body to come down. From here, let's place both of our heels close to our buttocks. We will do bridge pose with the hold for 5 breaths. So ensure that both shoulders are into the mat. Palms down by your side. It's important to remember in this position that our knees do not splay out to the sides, but they are kept in line with our hips at all times. Let's exhale on the mat. We inhale, elevating our hips, rolling on our shoulders. You can use your hands to support for a deeper bend. And here we breathe for 5 deep breaths. Keeping our spinal column in our awareness, the strength in our legs. Slowly, we drop our torso back down into the mat. Let's take both arms out into a T position, shoulders remaining in the mat. Let's bring both knees into our chest. And as we inhale here, we exhale, dropping both knees down to one side, and we look in the opposite direction with our head. Feel a nice deep curve in the spine. If you are having trouble keeping your knees together, you simply lower your legs. Enjoy this feeling. And let's do the opposite side, bringing both knees into our chest, exhaling down to the opposite side for you. ensuring that both shoulders are in the mat. Enjoy this feeling of our spine being thoroughly stretched. So when you are ready, bringing both knees back into the chest. For just a moment, we go ahead and wrap our elbows around our knees, pulling our forehead towards our knees, tensing the entire body here. We tense the whole body. Tense, squeeze, tighten, and release. Release all limbs down to the mat, lying down in our rest. Palms facing up. Legs out to the side. And here we give our bodies a chance to release. Allowing our bodies to sink down into the earth. Here we are in a powerful field for rejuvenation. As we wrap our bodies in a field of peace. And send waves of love to each of our cells. Asking that the benefit of our practice to be felt. Slowly bringing ourselves back into the physical space, breathing deeply into the core, and greeting our bodies once again. Let's move the fingers and the toes, the head from side to side. When we are ready, engaging both of our palms together up overhead. Heels together, toes together, and we stretch the body, a nice deep stretch on the floor. Stretch the body. Stretch and release. Let's inhale, stretching the body one more time. Inhale, stretch, and release. Let's turn over onto whichever side of the body is comfortable for you. As we do one breathing exercise before we end. Yes? And this will be our alternate nostril bhastrika. So a great dynamic practice to really set the tone for energizing our entire bodies for the full day. Okay? Let's begin by closing our left nostril, sitting up nice and tall, having a nice stable seated posture grounded in our base. Let's begin by exhaling through the mouth. Let's take our time. Inhale. And let's begin. Slow and steady. Five. Three. Two. One. Release. Breathe in. And relax for a moment. Already feel the changes happening in the left side and the right side, in a body that was already energized with practice. Let's continue with the opposite side, closing our right nostril. Let us exhale through the mouth. Breathing in. Five, four, three, two, one. Release, breathe in. Let's close our eyes. As we feel the changes in the body, as we prepare to close our class, feel how the prana, the life force energy, is flowing and moving in the body. Feel the sense of peace in the mind. Let's bring both palms into our heart as we end with our sacred prayer that says, may ourselves and everyone in the world always be happy. May we always be healthy. May we only see auspicious sights. And may we never have a share in sorrow. We will sing this in the Vedic style. I will sing one line and we can repeat. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschin Dukhabhang Bhavet. Ma Kaschin Dukhabhang Bhavet. All together. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining the morning practice. And thank you to all of those who are also viewing online. Have an amazing day. Namaskar.